So we'll do a full stop, take on here. Pull back. Still a good rate of climb, nearly 1,000 feet per minute right there, without pushing too hard. Pretty out though.
Yep, as much as it gets.
So you know, this morning it was 36 degrees out, and the folks in Central Florida were reporting 36 degrees this morning too.
That's an interesting system then.
It kind of is, and I know they were obviously complaining about it because Central Florida, you don't expect it to be just around, you know, just hovering around freezing, especially this time of the year. This, you know, January maybe, but certainly not in
they
in November.
Down there.
Yeah, that's their maze. That's the, and I'm not sure what it is. I think it's just a pattern. Yeah, with these big windows, sure see well, don't we? So hi folks, my name's Sebastien Heintz and I'm here with my son Calvin and we're out flying today. Not really any good reason to go flying, is there, Calvin?
Oh, nothing specific, but it's always fun.
Exactly, and it's such a beautiful day. Today, like I was just mentioning, it was kind of crisp this morning, 36 degrees, but folks in Florida were at the exact same temperature this morning than we do here in Missouri, so obviously it's warmed up a little bit now in the afternoon, and just a beautiful autumn day. A day to enjoy the fall colors. And no need to go too far, so we're not going to go cross-country flying today. We're just going to kind of burn holes around the airport, which is, you know, most of our flying, when I look at my logbook, most of the time I land and take off the same airport. And I know Roger and I, we haven't done a in-air update recently, and I was going to ask Roger this afternoon, but he was off today, so still too nice of a day not to go flying, so taking advantage of it. Now, Calvin, you helped host a workshop recently, just this past, what was it, Thursday and Friday? And
yep.
How did it go?
Perfectly well. It's the first one that I can remember that you weren't able to attend.
I know, I know, it's been a while. I nearly felt bad, but I know leaving it in good hands, and the rudders really are sort of self-building anymore. Don't find that there's a big need for the factory part of it, the instruction part of it. That said, I think it's always good to learn at the factory, go up for a demo flight with Roger, tour the factory, and get a good introduction to the tools and the methods.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
And what do you think a complete newbie, you know, somebody from the outside, what's their big takeaway from the workshop experience, do you think?
And there's a couple angles to look at it. On the build side of it, I think it's It's to the point now where anybody can do it.
Right.
So it's not to really see if you're capable. It's more of just honestly a confidence booster in a sense that this stuff's pretty simple. Very, very doable.
It really is, isn't it?
Even though some of the tools and processes for sheet metal are things people aren't necessarily used to from the start, it's very easy stuff to just pick up and learn.
Yeah, yeah. And that's you know, it's nice to see that, because anybody that wants to build an airplane really can build an airplane then, without having to develop a lot of new skills and so forth. And you know, I always tell the workshop participants that, especially at the end, once they've accomplished it, that the real takeaway of the workshop experience is how much have they enjoyed the process. Because if they enjoy it, you know, after building the rudder for a day, there's obviously a lot more with the rest of the kit. But if they enjoy it, then there's a lot more enjoyment ahead of them.
But I think we made pretty great strides in that front in terms of eliminating those tedious, repetitive processes like back drilling and much of the deburring as well that can really put a drag on what really is a pretty fun process otherwise.
Right, right. Yeah, you know, and these designs haven't changed a lot overall over the years, but the process, the ease of assembly really has dramatically changed, hasn't it?
Yep. We are coming out with a new model every couple of years, but the parts are constantly being revised, being improved, and yeah, it's a very, very big difference from what it was even 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's right, and that's one of the things you're involved with, isn't it?
Yep, that's the day-to-day is taking care of a lot of the detail work that goes into making it all happen, making the parts all fit. Another important part of the workshop is everybody coming in gets to go flying as well, and it's especially since a lot of them have never flown in a Zenith before. It's definitely a pretty important part of learning about the project, is seeing if it's something you do want to be flying long term.
Absolutely.
And, everyone always really enjoys it.
Yeah, what a nice day. The crisp visibility, really nice. Kind of not used to these cooler temperatures and crisper visibility after the summer with all the haze. Yeah, Mexico traffic, experimental is turning left base for 24, Mexico. Slow things down a little bit. Yeah, Mexico traffic, Zenith is turning final, runway 24, Mexico. Our tail dragger configuration here. Well, that was a nice afternoon flight.
Yeah, can't really ask for much better weather this time of year.
Yeah, especially for this time of the year, but you're absolutely right. And today I'm actually surprised how smooth it was. Sometimes these calm days like this end up being quite bumpy with thermals, but today was quite nice. So there's the cat. There's Clico the cat.
Yep, he's hunting something.
And he's quite a distance from the factory, isn't he?
Yeah.
Not afraid.